I got nothing.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of American Pickerman. This is Season 8, Episode number 3. It's Monday morning, bright and early, and I've got to get to work, so I've got to knock this thing out pretty quick. And it's a short week for me. I'm leaving town for a little bit. Won't be able to go yard selling this weekend or next weekend, so enjoy this one because it's all you get for at least the next probably 3 weeks. So anyway, all that being said, got a few things to show you. Nothing, fabulous, wonderful, going to retire upon, but a few items that made the day worthwhile anyway, or the whole weekend anyway. Let me start off with this. It was the last day of an estate sale, and the gal said everything's half price, and then she also said fill a bag, like a plastic King Super bag. Do you guys know what King Super is? Kroger.
Who but Kroger sells cackling fresh eggs?
Nobody.
Anyway, grocery bag for $5. So I walked around the place. There were a few things that I was interested in. So I'll take a bag, and I proceeded to get the following. So all this for $5, about 10 things. So we'll figure 50 cents a piece on all these. Not a lot of great things, but anyway. So would not have got these two books other than the fact that they're in such nice condition. They don't have a whole lot of value, but if you can get several, group them together, you can make 10, 20 bucks. So anyway, we got Donna Parker. She's a secret agent. We got Annette Funicella with a Sierra Summer. See, here's even the bag. That bag was free. And so here's a Cool Picks L19. That's worth about $10, $15 perhaps. If there's some wax on there. Something got dripped on there, kind of nasty. Hope I can get it off. Got a little old Ford wrench here. See, it says Ford right on there. If you can see that, Ford. I think I've got a lot of these up on eBay. I've got one batch of these up on eBay right now that I think I'll add this to that, and maybe raise the price a little bit. See, they wanted $10 for this. I'm not sure why. It's you stick a stick of butter in there, and then you measure it out and it cuts it off, and you bake good things.
By the time you stir up the frosting, the cake will be ready. Take the cake out, smooth on the icing, even add sprinkles.
They said they wanted 10 for that. I think it's brand new, unused, and that's about what it is worth on eBay. So a good find, I guess. Here's a very unexciting slide rule. And another unexciting thing here, the flashlight screwdriver combination by Ash Flash. That's actually worth about 10 bucks also. A little calculator that I did not check to see if this has any real value, but I actually got it for work, so I won't be selling it anyway. Threw this in there because, I always need one of these things. You always seem to need a screw for your glasses. And also got this thing. This is by, Buckingham Ceramics. It's a little ceramic planter with a lamp so that you can see your plant backlit, and worth about 10 to 20. Finally, the best piece that I got, and kind of gambled on this. I didn't think it was going to be worth a whole lot, but it is. I didn't have my loop with me, so I couldn't read the fine print. But in the end, this is a Sheffield fork and knife carving set. The handles do say sterling, so the handles are nice, solid sterling. Stainless steel blade and fork tines there. So this was part of the group for 50 cents, and this is worth like $30, $40. So that made the day on that sale. Made the sale on that day? I don't know. So that was all that for $10, so not bad. For $5, picked up this old Daiwa fishing reel. It's the model 7270A. That's it right there in the box. Box has got a little tear in it right there, but overall it's in okay shape. Came with a spool of fishing line. The
Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
legs. And this is what it looks like. It looks like it hasn't been used, so that would make it mint or near mint. I guess the handle is inside the box still. You don't need to see that. It's just a handle. Sadly, I paid $5 for it, and I thought maybe $30, $40, but apparently not a great real, but 15-20 bucks. So no loss on the deal, but just not as good as I was hoping. From the same sale, picked up for $1 this Texas Instruments TI-55-3. A little worn. You can see on that button right there. It's a little worn. They use that button a lot. Popular button. Paid $1 for that and worth about 10 or 15. So nothing huge there anyway. At another sale, got all this for $10. Was it 10 or was it 15? I don't know. It was 10 or $15. This was in a frame, plastic frame. I bought it because I thought the guy kind of looked like Thomas Edison. So I thought, wow, a photo of Thomas Edison would be cool. It turns out it's not Thomas Edison. This says this is some insurance company. You can see on the wall there. It's the North British and Mercantile Insurance Company. So out of the UK there. Looks like that's about turn of the century, so might still have some value because it has the insurance company's thing on the wall there. So I might get 15-20 bucks for that. So that was part of the deal. This was another part of the deal. A whole bunch of Air Force Tech Sergeant arm patches, shoulder patches there. They're used, but they're in okay condition, and this lot could probably fetch about $20-25. I might break it into 2 lots. I think there's about 12 of them there. And also got case of cut myself, got a whole bunch of bandages. Oh, and also a deck of Scopa cards there. I thought they looked kind of old and might have some value, and I don't know, I might just keep them and play some Scopa. Anyway, got these really cool looking.
Red Cross is the good neighbor is you.
Unused bandages, because used bandages would be pretty disgusting. But yeah, Red Cross. So several of those for was it $10 or $15? I can't remember, and I'm trying to go fast, so I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time on it. These are worth about $20 as a lot, so not a great day there at that place, but it was okay. And another yard sale for $20 got the following. This is a 1962 Indianapolis anniversary, golden anniversary souvenir glass, worth about $10 to $15. And a Ghostbusters.
I am Vince Clortho, Keymaster of Gozer. Volca Sildro, our Lord of the Cebulia. Are you the gatekeeper?
Gumball machine with your friendly ghost down there. Slimer, is that who that is? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, it's a ghost. So yeah, that's worth about $10 to $15 on that. Not sure why I grabbed this. We used to play the crap out of this game. At work all the time. There was about 4 to 6 of us that would just play it, during lunch hour and kill each other, and it was awesome, fun game. But we don't have the right network anymore, so we can't play it, sadly. But worth about $10 to $15. This was included a 1962 Dodge manual to service your Lancer, Dart, or Polara 600, and that's worth about $20 to $30 on that guy. Picked up a TomTom 335 SE XL, or else an XL 335 SE. I'm not sure how exactly you go about saying that, but it was only $2. It looks like it's in mint condition, still worth about $15-20. Got that for $2. I think I said that. For $2 also got this Lehigh University leather binder. It looks like that's pretty old as well. Kind of hard to date it. It says Homo Minister Enterprises Natura. I don't know, that must be their Latin logo phrase thing. Anyway, of course I couldn't find an exact match on that. Didn't expect to. Maybe $15-20 on that. And I got this not because of the provocative name, Tom Tittails, and certainly not because it's in mint condition, because it is totally falling apart. But it was only 50 cents. but I got it because it has some cool prints in it that I think I'll just take out. Let's see. That's not the print. That's the print. I thought those would look pretty cool framed, so I might, just take out those prints, sell them as a lot, and maybe try and get $15 to $20 for those. It's from what, early 1900s, I think. So that was it from that sale. From another sale, because that's where I get all my things, at sales. For $5, picked up this batch of Dave Marr, apparently a professional golfer at one time. Now, I don't know. I don't know if he's live, dead, or what. But so a nice, very nice box, which is collectible in and of its own. And there's also some unused golf balls in there. So I got some Dave Marrs, I got some Walker cups, and one that just say signature and a number 3. But these all have value on their own, so I'll sell probably the sleeves of golf balls separately, and probably sell the golf box separately, and make about $40 on the lot. Part of that $5 was this. Yeah, a whole stack, which I like to buy whole stacks of matching type books, because then you can sell them as a set or a near complete set, and it has more value, or it's easier to sell at least than just onesies, twosies out of a set. So this is a set of home correspondence booklets about electricity. You got your voltage regulation of alternating currents right there. Practical electrical measurements. Electrical measuring instruments, so you can measure the electricity. Transformers. That's awesome. Farm wiring for light and power. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not holding these up very well. So I couldn't find an exact match for this type of correspondence course. There are several other types of the same brand that's sold. I'm guessing I might get $40-50 for that. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So that was it from that sale. And I got one piece of jewelry, which I will show you here. Yeah, see, that's it right there. That's it. In real life. See how dangly it is in real life, unlike the photograph. Anyway, it's sterling. Looks like it has a gold plating on it, but yeah, that was $2. And if I try and sell it, I'll probably try and get 30 or 40 for it. And lastly, oh no, not lastly, almost lastly, for $7, picked up this print. It says, a view of the Earl of Radnor's house at Twickenham. I don't know. So that's, the print is dated 1750. I don't think it's an original print, but it's still fairly old. I mean, in an old frame, got an old style back on it, so it's probably, I don't know, could be turn of the century. Early 1900s, something like that, perhaps 1800s. Haven't looked into it a whole lot yet. Paid $7, like I said. If it's older than I think, it's probably worth several $100s. But my gut feeling is worth about $20 to $30 as a fine print for someone who is into this kind of thing. And if you know anyone, you let me know.
Lord and Lady Douchebag!
Okay, lastly, let me take a breath. Lastly, the Crown Royal helmet. And it's a riddle.
Batman speaking.
This is a recording. Before you trip over your cape, Batman, riddle me this. There are 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes, but no matches. How do they manage to smoke?
It's riddle. You can't wear it. I mean, you can wear it, but you can't wear it as a safety device because it's not made with the hardened plastic or whatever the heck they use. But it is kind of a rare little piece. A few have been sold on eBay, but not recently. And one sold for like $80, and I think the other one, a guy was trying to get $200. I don't know if he got it or not. That was not on eBay. It was on some other website. So I'm gonna try and get. I got paid $5 for it, and I'm gonna try and get. I think I'm gonna try and get $100 for it. We'll see what happens, and you stay tuned, and then you'll know what I know. And that, my friends, is it. I've got to get to work. You got to get to work. I'll see you in a couple weeks at least. Stay tuned for updates on a few things that sold last week, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye.
with 4 cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke? They threw 1 cigarette overboard and made the boat a cigarette lighter.